Hey everyone, James Niggemeyer here. Thank you for tuning back into my YouTube channel. I hope everyone's had a wonderful Christmas. It was relaxing, enjoyable, and got to spend some time with loved ones. And it's a wonderful day to celebrate our dear Savior's birth. Today I'm just going to do a quick post. In a video or two back, I was doing a video much like this, and one of the comments said, hey, where'd you get the rod rack? So I wanted to do a real quick video about this rod rack. I mean, it's DIY. Let me just tell you where I came up with the idea or why it's even here. I've got a couple rod racks that I use, and they're great for storing rods, but I have this particular rod rack because I'm constantly pulling rods out and putting rods up, and I used to just kind of lean them up against the wall. Those rods were falling over and they were getting in the way. I wanted something that I could pull them off the deck of the boat and just lay them up where they wouldn't get in the way. I wouldn't knock them over, and it would be neat and tidy and buttoned up. And I remember that a while back I had a bag of these specific little rod clips, little rod tip clips. And I'll put a link in the description below. Maybe even I'll share a picture of what they are. I can't remember where I got them. I thought I got them at Cabela's. At any rate, I did find them at Bass Pro Shops. So I'll put a little link or flash it on the screen there. But basically, it's just a bag of like 2 dozen or 20 or 18 of these little rubber clips, and they have these nails. So what I did was took this 1x2 piece of wood, and I found the studs in the wall, one here, one here, one here. I don't even think I put one down here. I found the studs, lined it up, and just put some screws right in there, some inch and a half inch screws. So this thing's not coming down. I mean, it's staying there. And then I just, every so often, I probably should have measured it off, but every so often I just screw these on here. It's kind of crude. It's totally a DIY garage deal. And it's just become a quick little place to put my rods, so they're not leaning up against the wall, they're not sliding down the wall or falling this way or that way, and it just works out really well. I'm actually pretty pleased with it. So this is basically what I've done. Actually, for the rod butt, I just sit them right on the ground. You know, a handful of spinning rods, some topwater rods, different things like that, crankbait rod. And you know, it just works out really well. These little clips work for everything from the thin blanks, like on my spinning rods, to like this is my fiberglass Lew's cranking rod, the David Fritz Perfect crankbait rod. It's got a thicker diameter blank, and it just works out. It's nothing special, but I can take them in and out of and just stack them up, get them out of the way, and not have them falling over and so on and so forth. A lot of people ask me about this. This is my Ego lure retriever. This thing, it may not look like much, probably one of the best lure retrievers you can buy. The design is definitely different than anything you've seen, but this thing works, and I've had it for a long time. I'll tell you where it really shines. Obviously crankbaits, because these will get hung up in your crankbait and your treble hooks. But this thing's magic when you get a jig hung up in a stump or a piece of wood, a lay down, a log, a root ball. This thing works like so awesome. You run the line in here and run it down to the whatever type of lure, and this thing will pop it free just right there. It's made by Ego. I'm getting way off topic, but this is fishing, right? And you can extend it out to like 9 feet. So it works really well overall. It's just a neat deal. I've had it for years and years, and most people who ever get in the boat, they're like, what is that? Awesome deal. And then I've got my push-pull. A lot of people get in the boat and go, why do you have a push-pull? Are you planning on getting stuck? No, but I do like to fish shallow water. I think guys have really picked up on that on the YouTube channel. As we get ready to close out 2019, I do want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed to my channel. Just doing rough math in my head, I think my channel's grown by like 40% in the last 4 or 5 months. And there's a lot of guys that I really appreciate that have helped with that, like Ken Smith, and then Billy Lawson, Glenn May over at Bass Resource has been a tremendous help as well. It is a great way for me to connect with everyone. If you're looking for a way to get your rods up and out of the way and just have kind of them buttoned up so they're not falling down and getting stepped on and so forth, I really feel like it's important to take care of your rods and reels and stuff like that. When you get that next big bite, you don't want to have anything happen to them that could prevent you from putting that fish in the boat. I do want to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel. If you like this, please give me a thumbs up. And until next time, good fishing.